your life?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are live now. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Devesh Lati from the Next Genius Foundation, and welcome all of you to this webinar. It's the fourth webinar today in the series of our online profile building webinars, and I welcome all of you for the same. A little bit about Next Genius. So Next Genius is a registered charitable trust, and we help students with scholarships for their undergraduate education in the US. Over the past 5 years, we have had 117 Next Genius scholars study at one of our Next Genius partners on a scholarship. And the application for this year's program is already open. So all of you who are in grade 12 and who are looking for pursuing your undergrad in the US are very welcome to learn more about us on our website, is nextgenius.com. So moving forward, I wanted to share that when you apply to college, when all of you apply to college, you see that the more competitive colleges, the more selective colleges look at more than just your academics and your high school scores or your testing scores. They look at you as a whole person, and the application process in most of the colleges is now holistic. So one of the important or interesting activities that you can pursue is design. All of you who are into design, arts, craft, I think this is a great opportunity for all of you to learn more about how you can get your hands dirty and actually start working with clay or glass and things like that. So without any further ado, I invite Astha, who is also one of my very good friends, to begin this presentation and to start to share with us about her work at Pattern Studio. Hi Astha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you, Devesh?
Very well, very well. So
okay, so shall I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I just want to start with I'm Asta Malu, the founder of Pattern Studio. We are based in suburbs of Mumbai. The motive behind Pattern Studio is to come up with customized ceramic and glass handmade products, which are luxury products and also home decor products. So I'll before starting and briefing about Pattern Studio a little more, I would rather say as an entrepreneur, my journey started when I was in high school. So I started, I took bio and maths as my majors for high school. And because I wanted to do entomology as profession, and but that could never happen. I rather pursued BFA and majoring in sculptures, so that there was a shift from science to sculptures. But then all my projects and sculptures or installations were all around insects and their habitats or textures. Right after my graduation, I got this opportunity to share my knowledge on clay with architecture students, and I happened to build the course by after meeting all the students, which was very strange. The thing which was to my surprise, which I found, was in their first years they did all the structures. They built all the structures with straight lines, and even their drawings were very structured. So before designing any course, I like to talk to all the participants or the students one to one, and to understand the background or their thought process, so that the learning is a lot more in the same time duration than structuring a course for all of them in general. So I structured a course wherein they had to unlearn all the straight lines. They had to implement a lot of folds or twists and flow in their designs or structures. So that helped them and me to learn a lot about how a person can go from structured or straight lines to flowy forms. Then after sharing my knowledge for 1 year at Kamla Raheja Architecture College, which is based in Juhu, Mumbai, I happened to pursue design from National Institute of Design. So I did my master's in industrial design from NID Ahmedabad, wherein it was again a shift for me from art background, which was a kind of self-expression, to user-oriented designs. All the projects which we did were user-oriented. So there was a good shift. But after doing all these courses or the entire journey of 10 years, I realized before starting Pattern Studio, I could realize that it's a mixture of science, it's a mixture of art and design. What all my designs right now, for which I do for my clients or for in-house collections, it's all based, and it's a good combination of organic forms or functionality and aesthetics, and it keeps coming and going. So I'll just share my screen with you guys.
Yeah.
All right, just a moment. Okay. All right. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes, it's perfect. Yeah.
So thank you, Devesh, for inviting us for this collaboration with Next Genius Scholarship Program. It was a good opportunity for us, for sure. So a bit about Pattern Studio. We have 3 T's in our name, which is three pillars of our studio, which is Tattva, Tap, and Tapasya. Tattva is the element. We work majorly in ceramic and glass, which are being derived from earth. So that's Tattva, or element. Tap is the heat, external heat, which we provide to our raw material to transform them into a finished product. So tap is, it's not only heat, the external heat, it's also the energy we indulge in each and every product or each and every process. So that's tap. Tapasya is the consistent hard work or perseverance. So I'll give you a tiny example for this, which is if we have to make a product, suppose if we have to make a mug, we make a mug. But if we get an order of 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces of making same mug, we have to give, there is no option of copy pasting the design. We need to make sure that all the handles are being pulled very in a similar manner, or all the pieces need similar amount of attention altogether. It can't be, there is no shortcut if we talk about clay or ceramic. So that is the tapasya, or the meditation we, or the concentration we put in all our products or all our processes. So these are the 3 T's of Pattern Studio. In last 3 years, so Pattern Studio is 3 years old at the moment, and in last 3 years I shifted 4 studio setups. I started with the photos on the right are my home, are from my house. So I started the studio from my house, and until 2 years I was working from home. And it's been around 6 months that I've started taking interns. But before that, it was a one-man show for making the products, or making raw material, to packaging, to tax invoices. Everything was being done alone by me. But it has been very helpful to have interns. And the fun part about having interns is none of my interns were from ceramic or glass background. We take interns who are willing to learn, willing to learn a new material, new process, and they are willing to put in that much of effort in doing all those projects or building those products. So that's is the only eligibility criteria to have any intern or volunteer at on board. During last 3 years, I also got opportunities to share my knowledge and demonstrate all the skill set I've developed during last 10 years. At NID Ahmedabad, at Kamla Raheja Architecture College, Lakshmi Institute of Architecture. These are the few colleges which I got the opportunity to demonstrate and to share my knowledge. And all the courses which I've again, which I've built for them, are after understanding the background. So I do not pre-assume what they're, if they are in this particular stream, they would know certain set of things. No, we usually end up starting from base. So there is, even if you do not have any knowledge about clay or any knowledge about ceramic per se, that's really fine, because that's what you are here for, to learn. We also take kids and adults workshop starting from age 2 to say 60, 70 years. So we have done workshops in our studio with kids as well as with adults. So in our studio, we have built, in last 3 years, we have come up with so many practices or methods which make our studio a one-stop shop for customizing any ceramic product. So from hand building processes to wheel thrown processes and slip casting, which is, slip casting is one of the industrial methods to produce or batch produce products. So over here, I would like to share a video, a very quick video, which it's a 1-minute video. Okay, so here I'm building bowls on the wheel. So that's how we produce bowls, or any order for that matter. Then we turn and finish it. So that's how we finish our pieces. Here I'm building a sculpture. So one of pieces also we build with clay. So the idea behind is, if we get a brief, accordingly we keep making our products. This is a glaze wherein you get the kind of shine to any, add shine to the product. Loading was one of the things, and these are the 3 stages of ceramic, which is and again detachment. So I'll talk about detachment in the presentation later on. Okay, so all right. We have 2 visions for our brand, which is customization and design innovation. The customization is client-centric designs and production, but design innovation is something which we design and develop in-house, but it involves a lot of research. So the photo on the right is what we developed for Chef Vineet Bhatia in a month's time, and photo on the left-hand side is one of our in-house collections. Our strength is we work with 2 major materials, which is ceramic and glass, and also involve and implement a lot of complementary materials like metal, corrugated sheet, cane, etc., wood, etc. So the main clay bodies which we work with is terracotta, which is which we make our matkas with it or planters with it. So that's terracotta. Then we have stoneware. So if these are the plates wherein dinner plates hain, jo bhi, we make in stoneware. We also have porcelain. So that's a very white clay body, and it's we source it from the US. We also provide gold touch to our products to make it luxury. So material is one of the strengths which we have, which makes us one of the very rare design studios in India with so many materials which are in-house available in our setup. Also, the other skill set is other strength is skills, that again we spoke about how we have different techniques to develop and to come up with end products. The genre which we make are one of product genre are one of sculptures, tableware, glassware, ambient lights, and chandeliers. I would like to show one of the pieces. So these kind of glass pieces are what we make. These are this is part of glass chandelier, and we also try and implement a lot of glass element in our furniture as well. So we do furniture as well for home decor products. Our methodology is very user centric. Our methodology is user centric, which is How we go about it is we try and get a brief from the client, or if we are designing our own collection, we end up deciding after a lot of brainstorming, we decide a theme, and then we after deciding the theme or the brief, we do a lot of research, market and user. Then we do quick prototypes. We usually doodle or we sketch in clay. So the idea of doing that is, so we make miniature models of clay and then fire it, so that we get a sense of 3D modeling or 3D product sense. Then we make one-to-one prototypes and one-to-one scale prototype and test it. After testing by ourselves, we do a lot of alterations, which are usually functionality or aesthetic point of view, keeping in mind functionality or aesthetics. We also keep in mind production facilities, and even the timeline is very important. After redeveloping the prototype, we do a user testing with the piece or product, keeping in mind all the stakeholders. Stakeholders may we get the maker comes in the stakeholder, then packer, then unpacking the piece, or a client who's using the piece, or a helper who's cleaning the piece, or stacking kaise karna hai. So all these points come when we are designing any product or going about designing any product. And after doing so, we also think about multi-functionality or sustainability of that product, or how in the best way we can use our raw material. Then the final product is being approved by the client or by the users, and then we do production for it. I would like to talk about two scenarios in featured projects and timelines. One is user-centric and one is in-house collection. So user-centric, so this particular project we did for chef, Michelin star chef Vineet Bhatia sir. And for him, we designed around 20, we came up with 20 designs for his various international restaurants. And the timeline was 45 days. So with him, the timeline was always around 45 days, wherein we developed around 1,200 units per project, which is per 45 days we came up with, we developed 1,200 units, and which has been repeated every 45 days or 1.5 months. So this is how, keep in mind 45 days and 1,200 units, we designed these, we came up with these designs which were production friendly and also aesthetical. But so these are some of the plated products. The second scenario is self-funded collections, which so in this particular Noor is it's one of the self-funded projects wherein we wanted to launch it on a global platform. So we participated in an international event which was in Delhi. So we the brief, after doing a lot of brainstorming, we came up with a brief of Mughal architecture and motifs, and a very intricate technique which is Pachankari. It's inlay technique of crushed or powdered stone in stone. So we took this as our brief, and then we started implementing all our designs through prototypes and quick mock-ups. And then while doing so, we kept in mind that this entire collection needs to be transit friendly, because we are based in Mumbai. And then within 45 days, we need to travel to Delhi and then install as well. So all these factors we kept in mind. So this, and still we came up with glassware, tableware, ambient lights, all these chandeliers. Even we pushed ourselves to come up with the display furniture, which was done in corrugated sheet. So all these furniture which you see is made and installed on the spot with corrugated, which was made with corrugated sheet. So sorry. So this was the entire idea behind developing or the designs we developed. So these were few of the pieces which we designed in porcelain for Noor collection. So taking a break with what Pattern Studio is. So we at Pattern Studio, we believe that life is like clay. It is up to you to mold it into any form you desire. So this is one of the thoughts or quotes which we truly believe in at Pattern Studio. So why a playful experience is necessary, or why do one need it? I'm just jumping from Pattern Studio to this particular course, which we all are here to understand more about. So, so I would not talk about pre-COVID time, because we are all trying to move ahead and trying to tackle and blend into the COVID time, and then talking and discussing and planning for our post-COVID time. So COVID time has been a global crisis, and due to this global crisis, a lot of our old challenges have been amplified with regards to job, education, finance, family, social issues. All of it are part of our old challenges, but everything came up to us in with a twist of working from home. So one thread which is common in all these factors, old challenges or the new one with a twist, are stress. We all are going through a lot of stress to sustain our businesses, to understand which college we want to apply, to talk about the daily needs or how to manage finances. All of it has a lot of stress to for the future, for present. So we came up with a brief which is surrounding around this course. So as you know, we used to conduct a lot of workshops earlier in our studio, but then that's not possible at the moment. So we during the COVID time, during last few months, we have been discussing and working very closely with a lot of therapists in Mumbai and in US as well. And we came up with a few conclusions, which is we are adaptive in nature, and the process of evolving is never ending. So we all keep evolving, no matter what time, hard or easy time, or maybe so during every time or every day we have been evolving, we have been growing. So solution to this global crisis, I would say, is we need to innovate. So innovation in design, our strategy to live life or lifestyles, or working from home, or working online, health and precautions which we all have been taking, and also working on our habits to be healthy. So all these things we have adapted very recently in a very serious manner. So so during this tough time, we came up, we have worked with a lot of therapists, and we came up with a course which is a therapy course, wherein we read a lot of papers how clay is a therapeutic material, and how clay therapy can help de-stress, detox, and it can also add on to the creativity or learning bit in a very faster way. So intent of this course is mindfulness, calmness, creative learning, a very expressive outlet. It will all be, the entire course is design led. So it will definitely have functional aspect to it. Let that be ergonomics or stacking, or how heavy this should be. So all these aspects we will be adding in our course. We'll be discussing it on a very daily basis, and we will also be covering about the cycle of a material. So from a raw material, like like this, it's stoneware, but then how to come up with a design which is to make a plate maybe, and then what color we need to put in it to make it very aesthetic, and at the same time the grooves of this plate shouldn't be very hindering to use it as a plate. So all these aspects we'll be talking with a lot of examples, a lot of one-to-one examples we'll be giving. So the idea behind it, and we will also be talking about industrial and hand-built objects. So what all goes in industrial processes, and how we are taking bit of industrial and a lot from hand-built processes. and also the idea to accept imperfections. So it won't be very the dimensions or maybe the circle of this thing will not be very circular, but then a little bit of imperfection should be accepted. So all these things which we need to know, understand in our daily life, or in our character building, which will indirectly help a student or a participant to build the character itself. So our major focus would be work from home jugaad. So with minimum dependency on outside tools, how fingers can be the best tools for you, and how expressive you can go with only fingers of yours. So we will focus on 4 things which will not only work in while working in clay. It is a very good idea to practice this. According to us, it's a very good idea to practice this in our lives, which is create. So you create something. Okay, so I have created this, but the moment I know ki it has more possibility, what I'll do is I will rather break it. Okay, I will break and recycle the material. Then after recycling, I will understand the value, the understand the essence and characteristic of the material. So one first week will all about, the initial few days will be all about creating and understanding the character of the material, and then we will also teach how to not how to break. We won't teach how to break because everybody knows how to break, I'm sure, but then how to break and recycle the material so that we can thoughtfully, or we can come up with thoughtful designs or thoughtful planned products, so these are the 4 points which we will keep going backwards to create and break and recycle and recreate. So all these factors will keep coming and going in all our sessions. Just a moment, I think the slide is stuck. Okay, so Clayful Therapeutic Session or the course will be certified by Pattern Studio. We rather call it Mitti or Haathon Ki Jugalbandi. So it's all about clay and feeling and touching and all of it, and creating objects with your hands and using clay. So we believe in one step at a time, so that we focus in each and every step, and we will be doing one-to-one learning rather than having entire batch altogether. We unless or the idea behind is that slow living but more learning. So we won't be taking entire set of 10 students or so. We will try and focus on one-to-one learning. So after understanding clay, or we will also be briefing about history. So brief history, some of chemistry. So some chemistry, because a lot of the elements in clay, what we use is oxides, the metal oxides, and it's a lot of oxidation, reduction, and all those factors which come in. So we'll be talking about chemistry as well, and a pinch of physics. How if we want to build say a color palette with clay, how will we make it? We need to understand how much space we need, or how many colors we'll be mixing together. So all those factors and how these partitions will stand. So all these factors, we need a bit of physics also is being involved. Then hand-built techniques is what we are going to demonstrate and share with all the participants one-on-one. So 3 hand-built techniques which we'll be demonstrating, which I'll be talking about in the coming time. Then we will also be sharing pre-recorded videos. So a lot of pre-recorded, after every session, we'll be talking and sharing pre-recorded videos so that the participant can go back and do a lot of practice with looking at the videos. So yeah, process involved is making and baking, which is unlearning or detoxing. And recycling is all about rethinking or reevaluating where you went wrong or what all mistakes you can make. So the idea behind we do not usually share a lot of mistakes which can happen, because we would like the participant to make those mistakes and understand by themselves rather than forcing our experiences on them. So that's one of the way we teach our students. Then we will also be sharing how to finish the products, or we will be focusing on documenting every stage, or every day we'll be documenting a lot so that it will help in portfolio building. So we will the last session will be all about portfolio building. And again, the last session we'll also be doing a recap of all the products what we have made, or all the techniques what we have learned from a clay dough to entire finished product. So all these things we'll be talking and recapping about, brushing again on the last day. So three techniques which we'll be teaching will be pinching. This is one of the ancient most techniques to build any product out of clay. So if you, there are a lot of pieces from Mohenjo-daro time and even ancient times that still have survived. So that's another technique, which is coiling. So we'll be rolling clay into thin threads, and we'll make forms out of it. Slab building is the third technique which we'll be discussing. It's more or less like making rotis in the kitchen, but then the entire physics again is a lot different than only making rotis. You know, so we fire all our products from 1000 degrees Celsius to 1230 degrees Celsius. So it's nowhere around the kitchen temperature we deal with. We deal with a lot higher temperatures in studio. The timeline of the course will be for 10 days, which is 2 weeks. We will do 5 days each week. Every session will be of 90 minutes, and we will be providing DIY clay kit, which will be day-wise segregated very nicely day-wise, so that there is no confusion or there is no miscommunication with the participant. So again, day one, we'll be introducing the material. We'll be talking about a bit of history. We will also be doing a lot of mock-ups or warming exercises with the participant. Day two, we'll be introducing pinching method, and we'll be making very fast, quick prototypes out of pinching methods and whatever comes in the mind of the participant. Also, day three will be about coiling technique. Day four will be about slab technique. Day five, we'll be making some stamps of clay. So the idea behind not having or not providing any pre-made stamp of wood or of acrylic, the idea is to not forcing the participant to just follow a structure, but to come up with their own ideas, with their own designs or their own forms. So we'll be developing clay stamps on the fifth day. We will also be recycling and understanding how the clay can be reused on the fifth day itself. Sixth day or week two will be again a lot of product building on first 3 days of week two. Fourth day, which is the 9th day of the course, we'll be talking about and sharing how you can finish a product and how you have been documenting, and how can you from day one to day 9, how you have evolved during the course. And day 10, we'll be again talking a bit about theory. We'll be talking majorly about portfolio building, and also discussing enormous opportunities and possibilities with this medium. So yeah, deliverables of this course is a therapeutic experience of working with clay through a lot of drill exercises, which we do on a daily basis with our interns and our employees as well. And so it just helps us in refreshing our mind from all the stress we have been through during the day. We'll be making approximately 5 functional products that again will depend on how fast a student will pick the processes. Also, we'll be sharing a lot of links and downloading material, so that even after the course, they can go back to those materials and study and practice as much as they can. The costing of the course for 10 days is 25,000, which will include the DIY kit, which will include shipping all over India, and which will also include DSC. It will be exclusive of firing charges because we do not know, or we are not very aware of where the participants are from, or also how intense the COVID situation will be in coming times. Clay will the kit will have two types of clay, so that working with two different types of clay uh, will be a very good experience for the students as well. And clay tools also will be providing, and we'll be focusing majorly on kitchen tools, which are available in most of our kitchens. Few of the products which we have developed during our 3 years. So this is again using coil technique. So you can go ahead with making plates or pots, and this is slab. This is pinching a planter which is self-standing. This is again slab technique. That's one of the sculptures. These are few of the surface decoration. We will also be talking about surface decoration. Yeah, that's it.
Wonderful. So this was a pretty unique session that we did, because all the other sessions that we had so far were science or public speaking related. So this is something very unique and different. And thank you so much, Astha, for sharing all this information and for telling us about your course. I have a few questions which are coming in. So the first one is, how will you do this course online? How will you interact with the students online?
Okay, so the idea behind taking this course is we'll be providing with the material and the clay kit, and entire set of the kit we will be mentioning which day which kit needs to be opened. So there'll be segregation, and so day one pick which bag you need to open, or all those things we'll be mentioning, and we'll be discussing way ahead of the session starts. The entire course structure will be that me and my designers will be demonstrating it with and building the pieces with the participants, rather than showing them or talking only about theory. We'll be demonstrating one to one all the techniques which we are talking about, or which we discuss in the presentation. So that's how we go about online sessions.
Okay, wonderful. How can the students connect with you and apply for this course?
So that's I'll share my email ID, and they can write to me if they are interested, for sure.
Okay.
And there is no set timeline which we are looking forward to. That we have to start from 1st of August or end of August or so, because these are one-to-one sessions. We can discuss the time and timeline as per the availability of the participant.
Okay. What is can grade 9, grade 10 students also apply?
Definitely, because as I mentioned, we start introducing clay from 2 years old to 70 years old. So this entire structure which we have which we have developed, is for all age group.
Okay. Can you ship Bangalore as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And India.
Wonderful. Do you teach glass molding as well?
We can talk about it and discuss it, but then we do not teach it at the moment. Looking at the scenario, I really doubt that anybody can come over here in the studio and learn it. But then we can always talk about it and discuss it, definitely, with a lot of videos and text material.
Okay, great. One question is, after making the product, can we keep it at our home?
So you have to keep it very gently, and very you have to take care of it, because as I showed, this is unfired piece. I'll just show quickly the 3 stages of ceramic. This is unfired piece, so I can recycle at this moment. So if I mishandle it even a bit, it will just break. you know. The second stage is once fired piece, which is not glazed or not colored. So at this stage, it's been fired to 1000 degrees Celsius. So at this stage, it won't melt back into raw material. It will sustain. It will sustain no matter how hard we hit it. The third stage is the final stage, which is a finished product, which has been glazed and it's ready to be used. So these are the stages. So if you are so what we are trying to do, Devesh, is we are trying to collaborate with a lot of different potters or pottery studios all across India in coming times, so that even if somebody is, for example, working from Bangalore, we can collaborate with a person, and then we can just make them introduced to each other, and then they can fire that piece at their place. So that's
Okay,
the idea to going forward. That's the idea.
wonderful. That's a great idea. Um, okay, how much does the course cost? You have already mentioned that, but can you just repeat it?
Okay, the course costs 25,000, which is inclusive of the clay kit. It's inclusive of shipping anywhere in India and GST as well. It's exclusive of firing charges.
Okay, wonderful. When will the course start? Can the timing be according to the students?
Yes, definitely it can be according to the student, because we understand that a lot of students are applying abroad and they have different timelines altogether. And a lot of courses now, or the syllabus will be happening online, but then there are few colleges internationally which have opened their campuses as well. So we are definitely open to the timeline of as per the students or participants.
Okay, wonderful. Will you also provide a certificate which we can add to our portfolio?
Yes, we will be providing a certificate from Pattern Studio after the course is complete.
Okay, great. At what temperature, uh, what is the temperature of the glaze?
Okay, we glaze fire at, so these pieces have been glaze fired at 1230 degrees Celsius. So
Okay,
entire cycle is approximately of 16 hours or 20 hours. It takes that much time to go up, and then around 16 hours to cool down to normal temperature. So the entire cycle of one firing is 1.5 days. So I'll be talking about all these cycles and everything as well.
okay. Is there a final test or project after the course to test your knowledge and progress?
No, because we definitely know that even for a day, if you'll attend it, you learn a lot of new aspects and material possibilities. So there is no test, no test.
Okay.
But we
Uh,
will be focusing on the last day. We'll be focusing on portfolio building for sure.
okay. Can Mumbai people come to you for firing?
Yes, yes, we can discuss that out. Yes, definitely.
Okay. And any other city where you can help us with firing of the pieces?
Yeah, we are discussing few opportunities with people in Bangalore, people in Ahmedabad, in Delhi as well. But then again, it's all on talking terms at the moment. We
Okay.
can't confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just once again repeat how long is the course and what is the age group that you are looking at?
Okay, so the course is for 10 days, which is 5 day each. We have divided it into 2 weeks, which will be on weekdays, most probably. But if the participant wants it on the weekend, we can shift our days as well. We can discuss that out. The idea of keeping it together in 2 weeks is to not holding on to a student, and so that they can keep learning different materials or techniques or whatever their um, uh, as per their this thing. Yeah.
Availability, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Where are you based now?
We are based in Mumbai at the moment, and in Mumbai we are at the moment we are relocating. So we are relocating to Andheri East, Sakinaka.
Okay. One more question about how can we apply. So in the chat box, I have pasted Astha's email ID and also her WhatsApp number. So just connect with her via email or drop her a quick WhatsApp. I think that will be the best way to connect
And
with her.
I will also be providing a brochure by end of the day to Devesh, so that he can mail it to all of you, so that it will be easy for you to connect and also learn about the course. So it's a very brief about the course, and also our contact details. So that,
Yes,
yeah.
wonderful. Okay, one last question is, do you guys create any sculpture with artworks like floral?
If the brief comes, yes, we can.
Okay,
We
great.
will not restrict ourselves with the theme, and yeah, sculptures definitely.
Okay, wonderful. So I think that brings us to the end of this webinar. Thank you so much, Astha, for sharing all this information and to help us understand what blazing, firing, and the three different kind of techniques are pinching and coiling and slabbing. So it was really
You remember all of it, huh, Devesh?
yes.
Okay,
So now, please send across your brochure to me, and I'll
definitely.
share it with all the participants.
Yes.
And thank you once again. I'll request all the attendees to please note down the email ID and the WhatsApp number here, and feel free to connect with Asta with all your queries. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Devesh, for having us. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.